Hey, hey. Hello, good evening. You gotta play Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights. It's crazy how often that gets brought up. That game in particular. I feel like I've talked about that game a lot. Yeah, we're doing more Sly 2 tonight. I want to shoot the shit first, though. I'm assuming you saw the Paramount hack. You would be assuming wrong. Ah. Wow. So that's where the Avatar movie thing came from? I didn't know it was a Paramount hack. Yeah, I already played Samson. Videos up on the gaming channel. Shit was terrible. The Avatar leak was real. I'm pretty sure. Apparently, they leaked the entire movie. I saw a couple clips and then stopped because it looked too legitimate, and I don't want to spoil that. That sucks. If they leaked the whole thing, man, that's really a shame because it looks like a lot of work went into it, and the animation looks great. Like the actual visuals looked really good. Voice acting, I wasn't super sold on. It seemed kind of stiff, but maybe it's like still early. I don't really know. But man, that must be awful. Just to have the entire thing leak, what, 5 months before the thing actually even comes out? Yeah, it's real. Clips are getting copyright claimed and removed. Yeah, I knew it was too high quality to be fake. That really sucks, man. I hate when that kind of thing happens. Well, Paramount gets hacked like every few months. That's true. I guess that was just inevitable. Paramount does get blasted pretty often, it seems. Definitely seems like a work print version because the voice acting sounded like placeholder. That's what I was just saying. The voice acting sounded stiff. It could have just been like early takes or something, not properly mixed in. Appreciate the raid. Hope you had a good stream. Yeah, we're doing more Sly 2 tonight. Yeah, we got plans. I'm gonna shoot the shit for a little bit, then hop back into Sly 2. I don't know if we'll finish Sly 2 tonight, but we'll get pretty close. Probably finish it tomorrow. Apparently, Nintendo is spreading fake leaks to catch the rat, so the Ocarina of Time remake might be fake. Really? Is the oh, what was the other big thing? Wasn't there one other wacky Nintendo leak that we talked about? I wonder if that one was fake too. There was definitely one more I thought I remembered talking about. It was the new Star Fox game. Oh, okay. And that was another fake one. They're just planting little decoys in there, trying to bait out the rat. Yeah, I just made a video on the Pokemon shooting. You see the latest Crobcat video, equivalent of that soldier that kept fighting 20 years after the war? His new Resident Evil 4 remake one, yeah. I started it. I prefer the OG too, but it's not like I hate the remake. I still liked it. It was still a fun game. Very different from the original in a lot of ways, but that doesn't mean that it's terrible. He really hates it though. He's really dialed in on that. Yeah, I saw the Ashes of Creation stuff. Archive sent it to me. This has been a crazy disaster that just keeps on getting messier and more pathetic. What happened with Ashes of Creation? Like in general? You don't know the story, or do you mean what the new stuff is? Because here, we'll just read the article just in case people don't know the lore. Ashes of Creation, though, in a nutshell, massively successful Kickstarter campaign, and then out of nowhere, in a very public blow up, got taken down. What, like 4 or 5 months ago? They're like, all right, we're done here. No more Ashes of Creation after raising $3.2 million. Okay, so it was removed from Steam in February. Wow, I didn't remember being that. I thought it was a lot longer, but whatever. I thought it was a lot earlier. Watch like the first 20 seconds of the video in that article. It's insane how much money they spent on bullshit. Down here, yeah, we'll get to it in a minute. The ensuing back and forth between former CEO Stephen Sheriff and the studio's board has made the veracity of both sides' claims difficult to verify, but following an extremely detailed report published by YouTube channel Nefas QS on April 11th, there are now more allegations flying around about how the project's funds were managed. The news report claims to have obtained and processed the entire Intrepid Studios general ledger from 2015 to 2026, which they state paints a troubling picture of a company that was on the threshold of financial death at multiple points in its history. And then it talks about the new allegations here about the lavish lifestyle. So here we go. So basically, using funds for nefarious purposes outside of making the game that they were supposed to deliver and following through on the promises.
$21,000 to hire a private chef, $48,000 for historical antiques, $220,000 for DoorDash, $8,700.
$220,000 for DoorDash. That's diabolical. What is he ordering through DoorDash? How is that possible?
$1,000 to hire a private chef, $48,000 for historical antiques, $220,000 for DoorDash.
$220,000 for DoorDash doesn't even make sense. You'd have to be eating like every hour. Man's out here door dashing caviar and shit every hour on the hour. Door dashing gold bars to my house. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how that's possible. I didn't see that figure. I saw like the TCG stuff where he wasted $48,000 on trading cards and shit. And then the private chef. Why is he getting a private chef for $21K when he's still door dashing $220K worth of food? Is all this guy does eat? That's all he is? He's just like fucking gluttonously consuming? Just like this filthy, gluttonous man? Like Nurgle or something? Like, this is crazy. How is that possible? How does an appetite like that even exist? Because keep in mind, this is $220,000 in a relatively small period of time. This isn't over the course of like 40 years. Wow. Wow.
$8,700 for office plants, almost $16,000 for the movie theater.
What? $16,000 for the movie theater? I go to a movie every single week and I haven't spent anywhere near $16,000 in the entire time I've done like the moist meter and shit. How? What does he do? This can't be right. He would have to be seeing every single movie that's ever released for the last like 5 years in Dolby and IMAX. I don't get it. That's mostly food. Oh, true, yeah. Maybe he spends $16,000 at the theaters, not on tickets, but on concessions. That's a good point. Yeah, it's very true. It's very true. All the limited edition popcorn buckets, you're right. Didn't even think of that. How silly of me. The guy who door dashes $250,000 worth of food is definitely finding other ways of wasting even more money on food at movie theaters. Holy.
$95,000 for Amazon orders, 3.5.
What was that? So, let me just full screen that because it's getting because it's
Yeah.
getting blocked by the embedding.
$8 million for the almost $16,220 for the movie theater, $595,000 for Amazon orders, $3.5 million for Amazon Web Services, $1.48 million for the American Express credit card, $3.9 million for multiple Chase credit cards, $102,000 for Epic Games, $21,000.
Say that one more time.
Multiple Chase credit cards, $102,000 for Epic Games.
$102,000 for Epic Games? Like, what does that mean? Like using their engine or their service or something? Or is he actually spending $102,000 on the Epic Games Store? I don't even think they have that many games on there that could even warrant that amount of spending. If you bought every game Epic Games has, I don't think you would spend $100K. Oh, V-Bucks. I didn't even think of V-Bucks! Son of a bitch! Oh, you're right. I didn't even consider that. How accurate are these numbers? Well, according to the article, he got a hold of like their entire financial ledger from 2015 to 2026. So I think it's probably pretty accurate. I don't know. And even before this video, there were allegations of like really crazy spending and mismanagement. So like it's entirely believable. It's not confirmed per se, but I could see it. Oh, I spoiled one of them. He spent $421 at a luxury cigar retailer. That's kind of cool. Okay. Oh, I'm getting spoilers now. Arguably one of the more serious allegations in the general ledger concerns a company named Gore Oil, which states he received $81K. Gore Oil Company was the deed owner of Sheriff and Moore's San Diego mansion, which was sold to the couple on April 11, 2020 for $4.9 million. Sheriff, who is continuing to litigate these matters in court, told Kotaku there was no misappropriation of Kickstarter funds whatsoever and that any assertions regarding a lavish lifestyle or personal misuses of company funds were categorically false. An examination of the facts through the judicial process has already revealed that the parties behind these claims orchestrated an unlawful foreclosure to take control of Intrepid's assets from the people who built Ashes of Creation with the intent to exploit those assets for their own benefit, Sheriff said. Since the new video went live, someone has been trying to make it go away. Someone already filed a privacy complaint against the video. Just a heads up, we will be disputing it. He wrote in the comments, someone also reported my Reddit account from a community subreddit to the admins. Huh. So interesting. I am so beyond curious if these are accurate.
$21,000 for Magic the Gathering cards, $2,200 for hot dogs, $4,200 for luxury aromas, $6,600 for Steam games, and
How do you only spend 6K on Steam versus 100K on Epic? This guy's actually a madman. This guy is clinically insane. He needs to be institutionalized. I don't even care about the $2,000 that he blew on glizzies. Don't care. Shoving them up his butt, throwing them in the trash. It's a lot of money to be spending on glizzies, but that is not nearly as offensive to me as spending 6K on Steam versus 100K on the Epic Game Store. How? How? Bro is saving up to buy Tung Sahur in Fortnite.
$49 million for office rent.
Listen, someone's stomach, your child's stomach just growled.
Classic,
Did you hear
classic.
It? Gotta listen like me. Rent is too damn high.
Those are just some of the numbers you'll be able to look at both yourself in this video and the general ledger covering over a decade of monetary transactions I'm making publicly accessible.
Ooh. You can check the ledger yourself? That adds another air of credibility to it, I would say. Wow, I have got to see how this shakes out if this is all true. That's crazy, man. Yeah, I only read like the article, so I missed some of these up here in the beginning. I didn't watch the video. No, we're playing Sly 2 tonight again. Just going over some shit first. Hanging out. Yeah, the whole Ashes of Creation story is a crazy one. We talked about it when it first happened, when it first got taken down, and all of the wackiness. But this is brand new here. I paid $250 for it, sad. Oh, sorry to hear that. Yikes. Don't worry, your money was spent on a glizzy. That's true. You were probably part of his hot dog fund. That was one of your backer rewards. Sheriff eats a hot dog in your honor. I don't know, man. It is very interesting that this is now publicly accessible. He's made the ledger public. It could still be bogus. It could still be incorrect data. I have no idea. I have got to see where this goes next. I am still so stunned on this right here.
Theater, $598,000 for historical antiques, $220,000 for DoorDash.
Can't get over that. I can't get over that. $220K for DoorDash. That's like that Wayfair shit back in the day where people thought they were trafficking children through the Wayfair prices because some of the furniture made no sense that people were paying or something, whatever that was. Now I kind of already forgot the details. That's like that kind of shit. Isn't it across 10 years? Yeah, I believe it's across 10 years. That's still an unfathomable amount of money. And again, 10 years is a relatively small period of time to rack up 220K in DoorDash orders. In fact, how long has DoorDash been, like, mainstream? I don't even know if it's been around, like, in a big way for a decade. Let's see. When was DoorDash launch? 2013 is when it launched, so let's safely assume that it was big in 2016. That's still crazy. I feel like most of these, though, like DoorDash, Uber Eats and stuff, really popped off around, like, COVID era, though. Like, that's when I imagine most of the spending would have been for them. Has to be $61 a day for 10 years. Oh my god. I do a lot of, like, Uber Eats. Like, I pretty much Uber Eats a meal once every other day for myself. But I think even across 10 years, it wouldn't reach that. Because, like, even with the Uber Eats, like, upcharge, it's like $20 for, like, a wrap. And that's with the, 25% tip, whatever the You're a Hero thing is. I don't know how you would possibly rack that up. Probably just not buying it solely for himself, family, friends too. I guess. That's, yeah. Yeah, okay, maybe. Is Uber Eats healthy? Brother, what? It depends on what you're Uber Eatsing. It's entirely up to you. Uber doesn't decide what it's sending you. What's your favorite Anomaly game out of all the ones you've played? I'd have to really think about it. Exit 8 would be up there. Exit 8, Platform 8, those were both really, really fun. You seen the Roblox pressure situation? I don't know what that means. Is that a game? You gonna try the K-pop Demon Hunter meal at McDonald's? Nah. Probably not.